Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep. We find ourselves once again on this island paradise with weird little buildings, walkways, trees, small islands, dead sharks, and sort of volleyballs with weird faces on them. Yes, we are back and we are ready to play with science and to check our watch because our watch is key to this. Now, it is nearly the middle of the afternoon. That's going to be a bit of a problem because that might mess with the science. Basically, what I thought we could do this episode is have a play with the heatstroke mechanic, or at least kind of check out the heatstroke mechanic. Now, there's a lot of people in the forums saying, oh, since 0.36, heatstroke is OP plus nerf. And basically what's going on is that you go out in the midday sun, which is the want of all English people. Yep, mad dogs and English people tend to go out into the midday sun, and we're all like, you know what? It is fine. We will just drink a gin and tonic, or in actually most people's cases, tea, a lovely cup of tea. It's the most refreshing thing you can have on a hot summer day is a lovely boiling cup of brown liquid. It's cool. Not even joking, actually. A nice cup of Earl Grey on a hot summer's day is probably the best thing you can have. But according to the game, says effects. So, yeah, the heat strokes. Now, heat stroke is a real thing. It's a real thing you can get, and it's not really related to sunburn, which is the other thing you can get in the game. What we're going to do is we're going to come here, just open the inventory for the first time, so there's a little bit of delay there. I'm going to fill up our water bottle because we'll need that. So yeah, the two daytime effects that you can get are sunburn, which in real life will affect the dermal layer, so that's your skin and everything like that. And that is a result of UVA and UVB hitting the skin and essentially partly messing up the cells on the upper layers. And you're like, oh no, that's actually cooking me and causing premature aging. Maybe I don't want that to happen. Pro tip, you don't want that to happen. The other thing that can happen is heat stroke. Now, heat stroke is different. Heat stroke is a raising of the body temperature, probably, or more specifically, the core body temperature. Can we actually swim here? Ah, yeah, we can. We can actually swim in the rivers. That's pretty neato. Nice. It's a raising of the core body temperature. And currently, our status effects is healthy. So we can kind of be out during the day, we can be on our island, we can be in the water. Weirdly, because sort of ironically, water would actually amplify the effects of the sun. Kind of lensing effects would not stop you getting sunburn, but it would probably prevent a raising. Mr. Snake. Hello, my friend. How are you? Yeah, it would prevent raising of the core temperature, so you wouldn't actually cook in your face. So that's nice. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at these. There's a reason why we are kind of avoiding getting heat stroke. What I'm going to do is wait till tomorrow morning, and then from tomorrow morning what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can then contract heat stroke, because it's partway through the day and I want to see if it's possible to get it on a fresh new morning, a fresh new day. So we got some time to kind of kill between now and then, which isn't a problem. We got some things to do. In fact, what we could do is have a look out there. Why not? Because that looks pretty cool out there. Yeah. So we're going to have a little look at the old fortress, the old sea forts, which are based on the forts in the Thames estuary, because why not? The Thames estuary was a big thing, and it needed sea forts with anti-aircraft guns and stuff on them. It's the audio. It's amazing. So we'll go up here and we'll hold jump to climb, which is kind of cool. We will ignore the fact that our arrows are clipping through the world, and we will now. So loud! It's so loud. Beans, beans, beans. There's plenty of beans on this island. There's a reason why there are beans on this island, and that is specifically to combat two of the effects that you get when you get sunstroke. No, heat stroke. It's heat stroke, not sunstroke. In fact, technically they're the same thing. Poltergeist has still been here. There we go. Fishing spears. We can probably use that. Maybe not. Air tank. Then we already have a gas gun. I mean, we could take the air tank and do stuff with it. That's what's in here. Boop. Boop the door open. Poltergeist. Oh no, but there is a chest. Oh, crate. Sorry. Engine, torch. Why don't we take the entire crate? Let's go hands-free. Cool. Brilliant. So yeah, there's food on the island to combat one of the effects of getting heat stroke, and that is that your food will go down very, very quickly. The other thing that will happen is that your water will go down very, very quickly. Hey, that's Home Island over there. Or Hobbs Rest. Let's zoom in. Which is partly correct. You see, under the effects of heat stroke, you will get really thirsty, your heart rate will go up, and you'll probably get a headache, dizziness, and maybe even just pass out. So that's a thing that can happen. All fun things. Fun things, well, your mileage may vary, if I'm going to be truly honest. That looks kind of cool down there. What else have we got? I wonder if we could survive a jump. We haven't seen Mr. Shark in a while. We haven't seen Mr. Shark. It's now getting late in the day. It's 3. So if you want to avoid sunstroke, heat stroke, basically it's the same freaking thing. In the real world, I think it's between 11 and 3 that you've got to avoid going out. Oh, do we dare? Do we dare? We don't know if the sharks respawned. Oh my god. Oh god. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Oh. Oh boy. That was silly. Okay. Well, that was... status effects. Okay. A little shaken up. Oof. Not so keen on doing that. Yeah, we have a hobo stove, which we can also look at as well in the name of science. We haven't used that yet. We kind of... Well, we've got some things we can put on it. We can actually just... I saw that at the corner of my eye. Mr. Krabs. He's not actually done too much damage. It's just a little thingy thing. So what we can do is chop the shark up and turn it into food on the hobo stove. That might be a thing we can do. We'll need a knife for that, so why don't we go and throw this crate down? What is in fact our food and water stitch? Food and water stitch is actually okay. We need to find Sleepy Hollow, which is here. Cool. It's really rather neat. Lantern and everything, brilliant. And we have all these wooden crates here, just kind of like an airdrop gone wrong. Okay, fine. Air tank, leather and stuff, fine. So that's more leather. Oh, I wonder if we could make a water skin. We have plenty of leather. Oh, we don't have a knife. I think we have a knife on the raft. It's fine. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. So if I sound like I'm either repeating myself or not really with it, that's the reason. It's going to work at 5 in the morning is interesting. You know, sitting on a motorbike when everyone else is asleep, just kind of cruising the way to work. It's yeah. In fact, this morning it was just like, I am the Nightbreaker, bringer of light, as I switched on the high beams, which was kind of fun. Little green Kawasaki, just sort of the only thing moving very, very responsibly, not necessarily quickly, but definitely responsibly, on a largely empty road. And when I say largely empty, I mean completely empty. Right, we have a knife. So we have smoked large meat. What do we do with the smoked large meat? Why don't we just throw it to the ground? In fact, no, I've got a better idea. I have a better idea. We have this building, and this building has beans, which, if you've ever watched Danger 5, then you'll know where that reference comes from. We need the shark. Yeah, sorry, buddy. We're going to need to do things with you, which are not necessarily great. Skin. Okay. I don't know why I keep saying, oh, it's disgusting. Boop. Interesting thing about shark skin, in one direction it's very smooth, in the other direction it's very, very rough. And I think it was the Japanese that used ray skin, which part of the shark family, as a they put it on the hilts of swords to give you extra grip. So that's a fun little fact.
Oh, gross.
Whoa. Flying shark. No! Wally. Ah, it's Wally, not Wilson. It actually says on the back. Let's go. Empty hands. Empty hands! Boop. No. No. I'm trying to get the face bit, but trying to manipulate a 3D object without having rotational... No. I tell you what, buddy. You come back with us. You come back with us. You can be the shrunken head around our campfire as we force our... In fact, why don't we just toss you over there? We'll find you in the night. It'll be great. It'll be all exciting and stuff. And then we'll leap up here. And we can watch the sun go down. And the sun... I was going to say, how long has the sun got before it hits the sea? Surprisingly, not that long. Now it's 6 o'clock in the evening on the equator. And we can watch the sun... Well, we're in twilight now. I suppose this is... What is twilight? You got nautical twilight, astronomical twilight, and then a really bad film with sparkly vampires. So that's the thing. Torch. Torch and jungle. Cool. So we've got some stuff to do during the night. We've got this thing to light up, the hobo stove. We've got some large meat, shark meat, which we definitely need to cook before it spoils. So we'll pick that up. Let's pick this up. Let's go over here. It's still a little bit lag. It's not too bad, but it's not great. So the campfire looks like it's kind of behaves the same way as it does in the smoker. So it exists as an entity, and the hobo stove is basically on top. So it should give us heat, I guess. Well, we'll soon find out. If we get the flu, influenza, technically we should get pneumonia, not influenza. And what we need to do is put the large meat on the stove. No, it didn't work. So if we get on the stove, we can just drop it down, or we can physics object it onto the stove. Let's do that. Cool. That's really neat. Apparently 2D audio is fixed. So we go left, right, left. Oh yeah, it works. Except it won't work when you... Oh, will it work? Because no, the audio. Okay, so spoken audio for YouTube has to be mono, but I think the game audio can be stereo. Okay, so if we move away from that, that's going to get quieter and everything. Yeah. Oh, that kind of looks really nice. I gotta say that I never thought when I started playing this that there would be something like a forest in Stranded Deep. It gets me every time. I know I probably keep going on about it, and I apologize. Or do I? No, I should probably actually apologize. We do have another tarp there. We might need that by the morning. I'm pressing C. It's not going to tell us we can build anything. So we need 1 lashing, 3 rocks, and a tarp panel. All right. Do we have a lashing in one of these? We got leather. Oh, I think everything but a lashing. Let's turn that on. No lashing. Okay, fine. We can probably quickly make one. Let's do that. Let's just run into the darkness, which is fine. 1, 2, and then hold that. Quick craft. Done. I love quick craft. It's really good. I know sometimes Beam Team get flack for... Oh, we've actually got 2 lanterns. They get flack for adding things to... There's a lashing down there. Oh well. All right. Let's pick up the tarp and put it down there. Have we got enough? No, we don't. We need another rock. Oh. I know Beam Team get flack for adding things to the game that people don't like the old flu and the old the other thing, the heat thing, the Heatstroke. But then there are some things that added to the game that are really good and all quality of life stuff. And then people think, oh, well, that's been there forever. It's really good. But they forget that it's probably taken a long time and a lot of effort to put these things in, even though they seem really simple. So that's the thing. Just rambling at this point. Solar still. We are going to put another solar still in. And the reason we're going to do that is because we are probably going to need some more water. So we'll pop that in there. Cool. We are going to check our water. It's actually 8:30, so it's not too bad. We're going to top ourselves up on water. 2, 3, 4. We're going to ignore the motorbike driving past outside without a without any baffles on. Okay, fine. So it's 2040. We can sleep at 9 o'clock, and then it'll be time for us to awake. Can we fill up all our water jugs? That'd be kind of cool. Make sure we have plenty of water, because if we are going to risk getting heat stroke, what we don't want to do is actually end up just kind of dying, because that's not a fun thing to do. It's not a fun thing to do. So we'll drop the rawhide down, and I think, you know what? We'll just leave this cooking away. This is kind of cool, actually. It's real neat. I think it's actually going to make cooked large meat rather than smoked. There might be a problem. I don't know. I mean, if sharks respawn, it might not be so much a problem. So we're going to do is hit save, and then we're going to hit sleep, because we are totally going to do that. Oh, wow. So yeah, the audio faded out, and then it comes back again. And that's cooked large meat. Okay, so it's just cooked, not smoked. Okay, fine. Can I... Oh, there's almost no fuel left in it. But we can pick up the cooked large meat, 2, 3, and then check. So we are down on food, so we're going to do that. It is now 6:28 in the morning. So we have water, we have food, we have a lashing, which we didn't need because we already had one here, but we're going to drop this down here. Anyway, it's not really that practical to keep everything in the forest, because the forest floor is kind of dense and we can't really see anything, but that in itself is pretty neat. So we're just going to top up on water. So everything is now locked, fully open. Now I think with Heatstroke, and this is going to be ridiculous, with Heatstroke we will get it at about 9ish, or from 9. That shark hasn't respawned yet. Or if it has, we haven't sort of been bothered by it. It's going to appear. It's just going to appear, and it'll just be like, wow, just like, and I'll be like, oh no, shark, and then things will not be so great. So we're going to go over here, because why not? And I love these little offshore islands. They're great. They're neat. Yeah, that's kind of cool. What is the time? So we got to keep an eye on our status effect. It's 7:13 in the morning, so it's about normal time for people to be waking up and going, ooh, I'd really like a cup of tea, and then jumping into the shower, and then realizing that actually by jumping into the shower with a cup of tea, you dilute the tea, and then you have to make another cup of tea, because then you got shower water in it, and it's not really that good. No, take it from me. Not that I've ever... Oh, have I ever taken a shower with a cup of tea before? I'd like to say no, but I can't be sure. Right. Good. So the sun is rising on another beautiful day. It is 7:39, so it's not too bad. We could go and stand on top of one of the sea forts. Have we got enough time to get over there before 9 o'clock? Probably. We are going to have to run back if we start starving to death. That's the only thing. Okay, fine. We can do that. Leap up here. Run along here. There's a question whether... Ooh. That is interesting, because originally sharks and things didn't respawn on custom islands. So, oh my god, the lag. I mean, it's not technically lag. It's hitching. Because we're not sending packets over the internet. Nope. That's Mr. Piggy. So it is 8:09. I reckon from about 9 o'clock we can start getting heat stroke. This is weird. Trying to get messed up. Fun time. Okay, let's grab some beans and beans. Can we even get those beans? No, we can't get those beans. I've made an error. They are just there as decoration. Oh well, that's the thing. We live and we learn. So don't put things on the low shelf, kids, because otherwise they'll clip into the world. We might be able to hit them out with a stick or something. 8:32. Right. Okay. Fine. What is the status? Healthy. Okay. Yep. So I believe It should be 2 hours, and then you get sunburn. And a further 2 hours, then you get sunstroke. I think that's the way it works. Oh, there's another lamp in there. I probably opened that like a million times. This thing has slipped. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. It has slipped, or has it? Nope. I just want to get on here. There we go. There we go. Ah, oh, there we go. So time 8:55. Do we have time to get up there? Probably. Probably. We are now making ourselves more vulnerable. 98. So this is 9 o'clock. I tell you what. Let's go and stand out here. I feared that might actually be like some fishy thing down there, but no, it's just rocks. So 9:10. Okay, so we're basically out here at 9 o'clock, and we could do some simple maths. So Stace is currently healthy. We are not in the shade or effect of a building, unless this counts as being in the effect of a building. Ooh. I don't know how the shade mechanic works. Whether it throws mad shade from things like ficus trees, or whether cloud works or anything. I don't know. Oh, but it's science. We're doing science. We are here to do science. So we are standing outside, looking at this wonderful sea fort, which has a big pipe on it, but no anti-aircraft guns, interestingly enough, which technically should still be on top. Why would somebody come along and dismantle the anti-aircraft guns if they left the rest of the structure largely intact? Maybe they were salvaged for some nefarious purpose, I don't know. So it's still healthy. I'm wondering if actually this counts as being inside. Ooh. Curious and more curious. Well, being on a rock surely wouldn't have that effect, would it? But then, are we in the effect of a tree? I don't know how the mechanic works. Still healthy. It's 10 o'clock. Sun is somewhere in the clouds. Curious and more curious. Curious and more curious. Banana plants. Banana plants tend to wander around. They're one of these plants you actually plant, and then they move a little bit. So if you're having a banana plant farm to farm bananas, then the thing you should do is actually give them plenty of space, because they tend to just wander. Just go down the shops, get a cup of tea, maybe read the paper. I mean, if you ever read Day of the Triffids, then that's kind of what they're based on. Status effect is, I can't see it, healthy. It's been an hour. It's been an hour, and the only shade we've got is as ourself. So we're standing on this rock, the sea stack above the sea. I don't think we're under the influence of any buildings. We're certainly not under the influence of any shade, but I don't know if this counts as shade, being this close to tree. So this effect is, it's not healthy anymore, and it's 10:48. So we've been out for nearly an hour. This is making for mad, interesting YouTube. However, said that I'm not a YouTuber, because I'm not a YouTuber. I only do this for the experience. There we go. So this effect. So it's, we've been out here nearly an hour. 11:02. So this effect. Nothing. I reckon. Is our arm a little bit more pink than usual? It looks like a really cheap sausage. Oh, okay. Curious and more curious. Right, okay, fine. I think going in there is going to reset. Is there a timer that gets reset? Is standing here resetting the timer? I think we could probably actually stand on that island over there, and that would give us... we'd definitely get sunburn over there. I know this because I was trying to record a thing about anti-aliasing, and I got sunburn on that little island, even though I thought there was plenty of shade there. Mad shade, in fact, but there wasn't. So in fact, it's now coming up to nearly 9, 10, 11, nearly 3 hours. proving tricky to get the heat strokes. It's a lovely world, but it's still proving tricky to get the heat strokes. This is not good. I fear we may have to move. So if we don't get it by, I guess, 10 past 12, what we'll do is we'll head back and we'll head over to that island and see if we can get it over there. It might be more practical to do that. 10:53, status effect. I'm not even getting sunburn. Proximity to tree, proximity to walkway. Don't know. It's now 12. Status effect is... Nope, nothing. Okay, fine. We're gonna head back. We should get a beep from the watch or something. Can we actually drop down? Oh god, we can't drop down there. We would shatter both our legs. They'd be like, oh, our legs have been shattered. Ah, beans. Yoink. Let's get in here. Can we get the old... Well then. There go my legs. 1 block of damage. Heart rate's elevated because, well, good heavens, that's going to hurt. Fine, we're now running around during the day. We're going to try and stick to the sun. So, status effect, nothing. This is curious because before I couldn't help but get sunburn, heat stroke, just constantly. And now it's really, really hard to get it. This is weird, but I know we were able to get it on the island over there. So let's go back to the island. Let's avoid the shadows and the shades and everything. Let's avoid the sea because apparently going in the sea cools you down. Although, yeah, 2 types of thermal shock. Getting too hot and getting too cold. I see no sharks. Fine. We're gonna run out of day. We cannot cook ourselves. What witchcraft is this? Now I think in theory this should be enough to keep us in the shade. Status effect not on fire. If we look in that direction, our arm is pink. If we look in that direction, our arm is orange. I don't know. Maybe we have created the perfect environment in which not to get our butts burnt off. That's kind of neat, but also kind of depressing. For science, this isn't really working for science. Maybe what I'm going to need to do is come back to this. Come back to this and actually, yeah, status effect, nothing. Get heat stroke off camera, come back, and then we can battle the effects of heat stroke together. It seems a little bit more tricky to get it on an island, though. Maybe if we're paddling around on a raft, we could get it, spending all day, away from the shade itself and away from man-made structures. It'd be kind of interesting to see what the actual mechanics are, what actually allows you to get ill and everything. Yeah, we've only managed to break our ankles. We haven't managed to make ourselves sick. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it there. So, if you like the series in the name of science, or you like science, definitely consider leaving a like, leaving a subscribe, leaving a little comment, something like that. That'd be kind of cool. And heat stroke. I was about to sign off, and you saw it. We went from no status effect straight into heat stroke. So we actually avoided getting the sunburn. And oh my god. Okay, so now our water is going down. Oh my god, it's 4 blocks. Okay, we're going to count that one. We'll count it for the next block that goes down in seconds. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to beat that out. Let's fill ourselves up with a bit of water. 1, 2, 3. Less than just under 20 seconds, I guess. You didn't want me to count and stuff. So yeah, the heatstroke mechanic seems to be both bugged and somewhat punitive. Our food is going down crazy fast, so we're going to nom these shark steaks. Water is also down. I have heard a lot of people say, "Oh, yes, but if you go out in the midday sun and you do a lot of exercise and stuff, then what happens is you're bound to get really hot and burn up and everything." So we're in the shade. What are we now? Heatstroke. Oh, we're still heatstroke. What? Are we gonna die here? Okay, we've filled up. We're gonna have to go and deal with this quickly. Was it still heatstroke? I can't see my freaking watch. Oh, healthy. Okay, so we've literally been in the shade for mere moments, just panicking and watching the seagulls and stuff. Okay, so oh my god, I can't believe I was about to sign off and everything. And then it just beeps. Okay, fine. Don't ever say that we never follow through, because we just follow through. And not a euphemism either. Not that could ever be considered a euphemism. Right, okay, fine. So the upshot is, it's yes, you can get heatstroke. No, there's no real warning before it happens. You should get sunburn, then heatstroke, and even if you're just standing around not doing physical activities, you will get it and you'll get sick. That happened quite late in the day, after we were standing around, but we had gone through things like buildings and stuff, so that may have reset the timer. I don't know. I have a kind of a sneaky feeling that might have happened. It is kind of punitive, so if you are going out and you think, oh, I'm going to get heat stroke, you have to be carrying basically enough water and enough food to refill yourself. Oh, I got heat stroke again. Just talking, looking, oh my god. All right. This is ridiculous. This is... Wait. No, that's heat stroke. People have said go for a dip in the sea. Well, we are now going for a dip in the sea. Saves effect, and that's gone. That's Dunyan rings. Oof. Oof. I don't know if the sea actually helps or whether it just counts as being in shade, so... Wow. That is really very bugged. That's not how that should work, definitely. I know that if you go outside and it's too hot and stuff, you will feel the effects of it as your core temperature raises up, but there should be a warning beforehand. So yeah, something in the game, something in 0.36 is not working quite as it should. Right, so I'm glad we got that sorted out. I'm glad we kind of worked out that things aren't quite behaving normally. We're going to try and stay in the shade for this. Now I'm going to sign off. Now I'm going to say, wow, if you are liking the series, definitely leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel because that might actually help us out. And you know what? I will catch you guys next time. Bye!